This is Dexter Robinson, Entrepreneurship 670 Extended Pitch. So before we go into our pitch, I want to first tell you a little bit of about our triad and what it is that we are looking to do. So our triad is a cloud services and management IT solutions company. So essentially, we're looking to help businesses learn how cloud technology is more efficient in the sense that it saves money for their business regardless of the size of their business, and it can help securely respond to the market demands regardless of the industry. The primary product that we focus on in our triad is Office 365, which is a cloud solution. It sits in the cloud, but it is a full-on platform with robust features that can essentially help any type of business from the small business market all the way through the enterprise level. So one of the first things that our triad is looking to do as a company is essentially build a cloud army, which is very important. So we believe in essentially allowing individuals to fulfill their own destiny and not have to follow the natural trends and traditions of working a job. So the building the cloud army kind of satisfies that need in one of our charges as a business. So how do we build that cloud army is through Microsoft Office course trainings provided by Microsoft certified trainers. Our chief technology officer and president is a certified Microsoft trainer for cloud architectures, as well as we want to provide an online cloud professional community. We are using currently Wild Apricot to build that community. Essentially, it is a resource hub that provides continuous tools for growth as well as subject matter experts within the cloud community on multiple platforms and different types of clouds that will essentially allow people to continue to grow and learn at a fast pace and at their own pace, which is extremely important. So then the next question you may be wondering is why cloud? Why is the focus there? So first, let's start off with what is exactly the cloud? So to put it in the easiest terms, without getting too granular for our viewers, the cloud is essentially someone else's computer. So it is helping people save money, and these large companies, essentially what they're doing are building warehouses or large data centers, as we call them in the tech world. So imagine a warehouse the size of BJ's with just nothing but computer servers in them. And a company like Google, for example, owns that warehouse with all those computers. Essentially, what's happening is that is the cloud. So individuals like me and the viewers watching this video can utilize that space, so we are no longer required to have physical space to store information. So I'm no longer tied to my desktop at home or my laptop at work, or a specific device. Saving our information through the internet on the cloud allows us to access that information from anywhere. So it provides that disaster recovery that a lot of businesses may be looking for. And instead of having to have physical devices in multiple locations, they can essentially store it all on a large data center like Google's or someone else's like Microsoft's, for example. Okay? So the cloud is now. It is literally right now, and it is our future. So every day, more and more companies are moving towards the cloud. It's going to be cost effective. So as far as storage costs, operational costs, physical demand, it's going to save you money in all aspects of business from that standpoint, as well as allow you to access your information from anywhere at any time in a secure location, so that your data is encrypted. The next reason for why cloud is that technology is moving at a rapid pace and companies are struggling to keep up. So it used to be that companies could hire professionals within internally as employees to be subject matter experts or experts in a specific technology, so that as technical issues came about, they could go to their internal resource and say, hey, here's our problem, can you fix it? Well, it turns out that solutions and software and just all different aspects of technology are turning over and happening so fast that there's not enough time to train individuals to become experts before the next new technology is coming out. So that is moving us to our next bullet point in the sense that companies will pay a premium for IT cloud professionals because they no longer have those internal resources to keep up with the times. And then the last piece goes back to our initial um, empowering people to have their own destiny in the sense that we want to teach people and build this cloud army so that they can build their own businesses. So we're not necessarily encouraging people to work for our triad. We want to provide them with the tools and resources that they can work for our triad, they can work for somebody else, or they can work for themselves. So that is one thing that we pride ourselves on in the sense that we do want people to continue to build their own wealth, if you will. So our triad prides itself on growing with you, and that's what we want to do. We believe the Office 365 product and platform is a space that allows scale regardless of the size of business. So whether it's one employee to 500 employees, Office 365 has robust features that will allow you to grow over time. So we believe that full on and true. So what we actually do is we allow our clients to try before they buy it. We encourage all of our clients to do a 30-day free trial. At the end of that 30-day free trial, we want to follow up with our clients and have a conversation about what worked for you well, what didn't work for you well, what features did you naturally gravitate to, and then what are some other features that maybe you didn't get around to, but potentially could help your business continue to grow and enhance your functionality and efficiency. So the main catch to Office 365 is the ease of access as well as the security functions. So your data is secure and encrypted specifically to your organization, as well as you can access that information on the go from any device from anywhere in the world as long as you have that internet connection. So if I'm on the go within my own business and I need to access a document real quick or edit a document real quick, I can do that from my phone. I can do that from my laptop. I can go to the library and access the information, although I wouldn't encourage you to do that. Um, so that is really big, especially for small businesses that may have a lean infrastructure. A lot of times people are going to wear multiple hats. So wearing those multiple hats, you're pulled in various directions, and you need to be able to be flexible as well as mobile, and the Office 365 platform will allow you to do all of that in one. The next piece that we pride ourselves on in growing with you is that we provide a free integration and training for your staff. So the integration for your email, and if you have a website domain, we will integrate all of that information for you so that you are now seamless. So the one thing that we talk about with Office 365, and especially in our small business spaces, is that you can use Office 365 to enhance your brand as a company. So sometimes you'll meet, let's say, a contractor, and he may be or she may be a painter. And that painter has a Gmail address and a cell phone number and a website, and none of them necessarily sync up with each other. So how do you build that professionalism? How do you continue that brand to where your email address syncs with your website? Well, with Office 365, you can do that. It comes as part of your bundle. And what we want to do is be able to allow you to enhance your professionalism and be customer facing to hopefully bring you some more business. And then the last part is we empower our customers to say, hey, you know what? There's no contract, no long-term contract. So what we provide is a monthly subscription that you can scale with. So we start as low as $16 a month, and that will start you with 5 users in your Office 365 and Outlook spaces. So with that in mind, we can grow from there. So if your company has 25 users, we can build that out. But each month, as you continue to grow, it gives us the flexibility to grow with you with the monthly subscription. If you kind of know where you're going to be at for a year at a time, we can also provide an annual subscription as well, which may be able to help you save a little bit more on cost. So some of the things that we tend to see with a lot of our clients that we've worked with thus far is that their equipment and software is outdated, so it's difficult to run their business efficiently, and they may only be limited to a single device. For example, a friend of mine owns a restaurant here in the Raleigh area, and he has maybe a desktop that was probably bought in about the mid 90s, so it's very slow. It takes a long time to process information and run reports and do things with it. Well, if we were able to transition him to that Office 365 platform, he would be able to pull, share, edit, and securely store that information as quickly as he can get on the internet. The next client frustration is limit physical storage. So let's take an example, your doctor's office. So you go to your doctor's office, and it used to be that you would fill out some forms when you go to the doctor's office and say that you're here and say what's wrong with you. And all of that information is confidential. And tons of those sheets of paper had to be stored in file cabinets and things like that. So what do you do when you run out of space and you have to buy a new file cabinet? And then the new file cabinet doesn't fit. So you're limited to the amount of physical storage that you have on your location. Well, with Office 365 and being able to use that cloud functionality and feature, you can securely store those documents and not have to worry about physical storage space. If you run out of storage space in the cloud, you have an additional add-on feature that you can continue to build out your storage as large as you need it for as long as you need it. The next piece that our clients face on a regular basis is implementation and training. So a lot of times you may buy an Office 365 feature or a cloud platform or a solution from these large stores or maybe a Best Buy. You may buy something directly from Microsoft. And the piece that people get lost on is the implementation and training. Um, a lot of our clients tend to be the small businesses, so they're not necessarily moving the needle with these large companies with their purchases, which means that the large companies are not providing them with the implementation, the training, and support that they need to efficiently and effectively run their products and services. So our triad likes to take the time to build that rapport and relationship with our customers and make sure that you're fully functional and using the product to the best of your abilities. One of the other issues with a good majority of our customers is timeline and cost. So at that $16 a month, it is a reasonable cost for a lot of our clients in the sense that the initial $16 comes with 5 users immediately, which addresses the needs of a lot of our small businesses. And that monthly subscription allows them to be flexible and knows and allows them to know what's coming month by month. The other piece is the timeline. So sometimes dealing with technology or dealing with larger companies and purchasing things, um, while you may have an idea in mind, your timeline may be pushed out a little bit just because of the large bandwidth of people that they're dealing with. Well, with our triad, our customers come first. And like I said, we pride ourselves on building those relationships. So we want that seamless transition. We'll work with you on the timeline that makes sense for you from a cost perspective, but also from a business efficiency perspective. And lastly, foundational understanding, especially for our small businesses, is big. So while we start to talk to our customers with what are their high needs and what are their major pain points and how Office 365 um, can be helpful towards them, what we found through interviewing some of our potential customers is that while some of those features are appealing to them, they want to know what the full suite offers them to make sure that they are getting the best bang for their buck. So in our free consultation, that's what we want to do. We want to sit with you and run you through the whole suite of Office 365 so that as a consumer of the product and platform, you have a better understanding of all the things that it can do for you and not just your priority pain points at the moment. So we're ready to partner. We want to focus on our two main things, which is building a cloud army and empowering others to create their own economic wealth. So there's two ways that we're actually doing that. Currently, we're running meetups in the Raleigh-Durham area as well as the Charlotte area, inviting people who are interested, regardless of their skill set, to learn a little bit more about being a cloud architect. And after those test drives, they're able to, during our meetups, we'll run test drives, which are essentially labs that are active, and you get to play around with the products and better understand the application and platforms in themselves. So as we build that interest, there will be people who are interested in becoming full-on certified, and that's when we want to offer them those Microsoft Office course training courses, as well as introduce them to the rest of that cloud community through the wild apricot that we mentioned earlier. The next piece is really for our clients, those who are interested in the Office 365 for their business and better understanding how it can work for them. We're going to offer them a free consultation, as we said before. So you can actually visit rtriad.com and click on that free consultation. And what we'll do, you just need it's 5 simple questions that we want to know, and then someone will reach out to you to give you that personal touch and better understand your specific needs for your company. And then what we want to do after that, and you finish your Office 365 trial, is that we're going to run a demo about how Office 365 can move you into the future, and it's a future-proof solution for your company. So one of the things that you'll notice is during our demo, we'll actually customize our demo specific to you. So you're not going to get a generic cookie cutter demonstration of how Office 365 can plug into your company. What we want to do is we're going to research and study your company. We're going to speak with you to better understand your needs and where Office 365 can best fit. And then we're going to customize a presentation to you to show you, hey, over time, here's how Office 365 is going to enhance your business and be able to scale with you as you grow. We truly believe that we want to grow with our partners and with our customers. So we're looking to do that at every step of the way. So it's extremely important for us to establish that from the very beginning.